then I hear, wondering what I see in you. It's all of the light and the grace. Your belief in me drives me to say that I promise you a faithful love forever true. And you would know you have my heart if you could see what I see. That a treasure is what you are. If you could see what I see, created to be the only one for me. If you could see, then if you could see what I see. If you could see what I see, created to be the perfect one for me. If you could see what I see. If beauty is all in the eye of the beholder, then I am beholding true beauty.
We'll go through those ones for you. Just hang on, I'll have you look them over together. All right, then maybe just turn for it. Promise before God and our family and our friends
I promise before God and our families and our friends
to be your loving and faithful husband,
to be your loving and faithful husband.
It's hold hands that you never have a bouquet.
you've done an
Or
interesting
you can
typo
keep the
here,
bouquet until she...
to hair my
So
leg.
what? You can keep the bouquet until it's bouquet.
In wealth and in poverty,
In wealth and in poverty,
in sickness and in health,
sickness and in health,
in good times and in bad times,
in good times and in bad times,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
Oh, repeat after me. I promise before God, our family, and our friends
I promise before God, our family, and our friends
to be your loving and faithful wife,
to be your loving and faithful wife,
to share my life with you
to share my life with you
in wealth and in poverty,
in wealth and in poverty,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in good times and in bad times,
in good times and in bad times,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
Turn back and face me. And then this is the ring part.
Derek will have the rings on the
Okay, I'll take them for the prayer. Can you do that? Pray over the rings as such. And then, the way you have it here, you're going to state together. How do you want to do that? This.
Good? I can handle that.
This ring is a sign of my promise.
This ring is a sign of my promise.
And I give it to you
And I give it to you
in the name of the Father,
in the name of the Father,
and of the Son,
and of the Son,
and of the Holy Spirit.
and of the Holy Spirit. I do your prayers.
And then you can wear your watch.
We'll practice.
Solo right after the exchange of rings.
Let it go.
Yep.
duet and then you need
Committing to each other by His word and from our hearts. We will be a family in a house that will be a home, and with faith we'll build it strong. We'll build a house for the faith that together we can make. And when the strong winds blow, you won't fall down. We'll build a house for the faith that together we can make. And when the strong winds blow, it won't fall down. As one in Him will roar, and the whole world will know we are a house for the faith. We'll build a house for the faith that together we can make. And when the strong winds blow, it won't fall down. As one in Him will roar, and the whole world will know we are a house for the
And we would directly go on the mic.
Okay. I'll wait.
Thy kingdom come, Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven.
Okay, and then we have the pronouncement. Okay. Then the presentation, we'll maybe step aside to present you as Mr. and Mrs. tomorrow. And then we'll want to come down this way, I suppose, so we'll step back, or you can both go that way. Okay. All right. So we're at that point, and so why don't you go ahead then.
I think you can wait for that.
Yep, wait. we have the announcement. Right. Oh, you want me, are you comfortable with what we got here?
I think, yeah, we need to tell. Oh, there he is.
And here's the first guest. So what can you tell us about the practicing today?
It was very good. Very good.
Very good.
Yes. I think the wedding's going to go just
Perfect. Okay. Thank you for those all magnificent films.
And I'll reign with you throughout eternity. I call you to praise, come and worship the King in his splendor and power. I call you to enter his presence, come linger in glory this hour. Let us stand in awe, though we only see but a tiny glimpse of his majesty. Let us praise him, all that is within us. Praise him and worship our Lord Jesus. All who come before him stand amazed. I call you now to praise. I call you to praise, now awaken and set your affections apart. Forsake all that keeps you from praising him, delight in his mercy and love. For we've come to know but the smallest part of the endless love in our Father's heart. Let us praise him, all that is within us. Praise him and worship our Lord Jesus. All who come before him stand amazed. I call you now to praise.
Today you are presenting yourselves before this congregation to declare your intention of uniting your lives voluntarily and honorably for service of God and man. You are making a double dedication to each other in a lasting and invisible union that shall endure for the remaining years of your lives, and to God, that he may make you his dual instrument for the accomplishment of his purpose, both in and by your personalities. The achievement of this purpose will require appreciation of each other's abilities, virtues, forgiveness of each other's faults, and unfailing devotion to each other's welfare and development. There must be on your part a united consent to the purpose of God as he reveals it to you by his word and by his Spirit, and an unhesitant acceptance by faith of the challenges that he sets before you. I charge you, therefore, first of all, to consider that your promises to each other are made in the presence of a God who remembers your pledges and who holds you responsible for performing them. I admonish you to share willingly and sympathetically your joys and worries, your successes and your struggles, and to be neither conceited by the former nor depressed by the latter. Whichever may prevail, cling closely to each other, that defeats may be met by united strength and victories by united joy. With her in making a home that shall endure in love and peace, do you affirm your purpose of a deeper union with her, whereby you both shall know joy and fulfillment of love? Do you pledge to her your complete faithfulness through all the changing experiences of life? And do you now give yourself to her completely, that from this day forth you shall be hers alone, so long as you both shall live? Nicole, do you take Thomas to be your husband, to live together in the holy bond of married life? Do you promise to honor and uphold him, and to join with him in making a home that shall endure in love and peace? Do you affirm your purpose of a deeper union with him, whereby you both shall know joy and fulfillment of love? Do you pledge to him your complete faithfulness through all the changing experiences of life? And do you now give yourself to him completely, that from this day forth you shall be his alone, so long as you shall live?
dream. Somehow love will find me. Now I can't believe you're standing here. If beauty is all in the eye of the beholder, then I promise you a faithful love forever true. And you would know you had my heart if you could see what I see. That a favor's what you are. If you could see what I see, created to be the only one for me. If you could see what I
want to talk to you about Camp Share. What's in the word camp? Well, most often in the Bible it's used in a sense as a military term. Camps were set up on battlefields to be a station of refuge for the soldiers. I want to ask you today, what kind of camp will you set up in the battlefield of life? Not in the battlefield of marriage, but of life. Let me suggest some guidelines that ought to be included in the program at Camp Share. The C of Camp Share stands for communication. And here are some camp communication guidelines straight from the good book, God's book, the Bible. First one is listen. In a real marriage, like in real estate, there are 3 L's. Listen, listen, listen. James chapter 1 verse 19 says, "Dear brother," in verse 18, the Lord reminds us when he says, "I will make and our friends
promise before God, our families, and our friends,
to be your loving and faithful husband,
to be your loving, faithful husband,
to share my life with you
share my life with you
in wealth and in poverty,
in wealth and in poverty,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in good times and in bad times,
in good times and in bad times,
for as long as we both shall live."
for as long as we both shall live.
And Nicole, repeat after me. I promise before God, our family, and our friends, in poverty, in sickness and in health, in good times and in bad times,